Hi, I'm Maria Ingold. I'm a CTO in video technology, and I'm here at Connected Media IP at the NAB Show 2019. I am joined by Bert Offers, who is the Video Service Assurance Sales Leader for VIAVI Solutions. Welcome.
Hi, welcome.
So how have you found the Connected Media IP and the NAB Show so far?
It's been really good, actually. We've got a lot of good traffic, and there's a lot of exciting things that are happening in the industry, so it's been really productive for us so far.
That's great.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about VIAVI.
You know, we're number one in the test and measurement area. We have a variety of solutions from handheld devices all the way through the network devices. We specialize in wireless networks, coax networks, fiber networks, and obviously now we're focusing on over-the-top and video networks as well.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me a bit about the challenges that you're seeing facing live delivery.
You know, we've been in live television for a long time, and we've got a lot of troubleshooting and analysis tools around live television. Of course, we all know linear television and live TV has been around for quite a while. Now live TV is being introduced to the over-the-top providers like a DirecTV Now or Hulu Live or YouTube TV, and so they're introducing now live television into their offering. Live TV is hard. With live TV, you can't have any stalls. Live is live. You can't retransmit packets because it's live television. Video and audio needs to be in sync. You can't have those separate. So
Absolutely.
dealing with live TV is difficult. Some traditional vendors deal with video on demand systems that are more asset based. With an asset base, you can grab information and bring it back. With live television, you can't retransmit. So that plus the volume associated with live TV, there's much more volume that has to be processed from that perspective. So it's not easy. It's more difficult than just a regular video on demand title for a movie that you would download, for example.
So do you think that there is a critical mass that's necessary for when people require a service assurance system?
Yeah, I think there is, and the way the industry started is, of course, when these services were launched, there were a small number of subscribers that started. The bandwidth was there, people started signing up for it, but now you're starting to see, in the context of millions and millions of subscribers, like DirecTV Now is 2 million subscribers, Hulu 2 to 3 million subscribers, so there's now a critical mass that's starting to happen, and they're starting to see problems. So now they're trying to figure out how do we identify the problems, how do we be proactive and get ahead of the curve, and then how do we fix those problems. So the critical mass is now starting where these service providers need to start looking at how do they resolve the issues that are starting to happen now.
So we often do testing on end devices. We often have that kind of level of information. But how important is it to have it all the way through that entire end-to-end process?
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. The end device is a necessary component when you look at troubleshooting. As you know, when you download an app, there's already a lot of the diagnostic information built into it. But that's just really specific to the device itself or to a single stream that a user is viewing, right? It doesn't show multiple streams. It doesn't show other areas of the network that may be impacting. It only shows the result of that particular device. The other issue is that with the CPE equipment, it's really dependent on the device itself. So you may have a Roku stick, which you buy from Best Buy for $10, and of course the processing on that is minimal compared to an Apple TV, for example, that's got lots of processing capability. So you could have two devices, and even with those two devices, the results could be entirely different just because of the device processing is different. So CPE alone is necessary, but you still need to look at other aspects of the network, what's happening in the network, where are the issues coming from, and how to resolve those.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So everything from throughout that whole process.
Exactly.
Not just when you're delivering it at the end and what the customer is experiencing.
Exactly. From the origin server, the manifest files, any advanced advertising that may be in play, things like that, the edge of the network, the caching, all of that's not identified by what a CPE device would show you. So you need to figure out all those elements as well.
That's great. Any hints about what's going to happen in the next year?
I think we're starting to see a couple of things that are interesting. Rates are starting to go up, as you can start to see where subscriber rates are starting to go up. I think you're going to see more people. It's the stability of the services is getting more stable. I was an early adopter 2 years ago when these OTT services, live television, were launched. There was a lot of problems, a lot of bad press for a lot of the players that were involved. It's becoming very, very stable now. So I think it's going to start becoming more mass market as the consumer figures out how to use it. It's still a little bit confusing for the consumer because they need to get a device, they need to have broadband. They're not, they're used to a traditional cable guide. Things are going to be different for them, right? But I think as time goes on now, we're going to see a lot of stability. More content is coming on board. A lot of partnerships are being formed. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting for the next year or so going forward for all the OTT providers in general.
That's great. Well, I look forward to seeing where we are in a year.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Connected Media IP, and I hope to see what predictions happen over
Right.
the next year, and we'll talk then.
Great. Thank you. Thanks.